We should be set. We should be set. I just saw this. Trading Brown to the 76ers for Paul George and picks. The Celtics reportedly saw 23-year-old as a dream fit. Fell apart when Houston rejected moving Sengun and Durant. Oh, so this was real. I thought this whole three-team trade stuff was just like, like conjecture. I didn't know this was like actually happening. That is kind of insane. As you can see, we're in a bunch of drafts here, but more importantly than that, let's get into some new ones. So let's see who. So there's the Frenchie Marathon. Is this? Isn't this Superflex? Cumulative scoring weeks 1 through 17. So this is a final week. So this is just. You're playing against everyone. I don't want to play in the marathons, respectfully. This Chihuahua is the one that I was looking at, where it's $4 per entry. Best ball guaranteed. Yeah, this is the kind of thing that we're used to here. In this tournament, it'll be you versus the 12 other teams you draft. 2 of you guys will advance. After that, out of a 9-team structure, 1 team will advance, then 1 out of 6 will advance, and 217 people will sit in a final. So this is a pretty competitive tournament here. This is not many people are advancing. So to me, I'm sticking to a lot of my rankings. I will let other people play the arbitrage to play the uniqueness. If I see unique options that are not really off from my rankings, not too far off from ADP, I may be willing to take them here, but let's go ahead and just do that. It has been a long time since I've been on here drafting. So, one off of filling this one, obviously my exposures are going to be very different after the rest of these $1 tournaments load in. But hopefully it's going to be more averaged out. We get the 3. I want to have so much Jamar Chase that he is bloated in my tournament here. And what I wanted to see was if I look at my actual exposures here, or I wanted to look at, because I got a deposit match here. So I'm not sponsored, by the way. So yeah, it's taking from my deposit or my bonus money first, which is awesome. Which means these next 3 drafts are on Underdog. So super excited there. But yeah, we may get into 2 drafts tonight because of that. Maybe even 3. Who knows? Your draft starts in 60 seconds. Draft's actually low-key started. So my God, your notification came in really late. Obviously, I'm gonna unqueue him here in case Bijan goes number 3, but yeah, let's go ahead and see. Yeah, Jamar Chase. That was almost 100% of the time gonna be what happened. If we take a look at these teams here, couple teams with badges. Me and two other guys here. Five other guys here, or four. One, two, three, four other guys here don't have badges. Where this is the barely experienced, highly experienced, and there's some more badges, but yeah. See, it's JSN. Cool. Everything looks pretty solid. CMC goes off. Amon-Ra goes off. I'm assuming Jonathan Taylor here. CeeDee Lamb, Jettas. And this is where my rankings deviate. Devon Achane is going at 17. Ashton Jeanty is going up here. We see James Cook. Oh, I'm also realizing y'all probably cannot see the assistant here. Let me go ahead and move my webcam to the top as I have been doing, which makes it a little bit easier on y'all, but let's go. Kenneth Walker goes with Justin Jefferson. Drake London, CeeDee Lamb. It's kind of disappointing because Drake London is one of those guys who can maybe fall to my Jamar Chase team. If we look at who we have with Jamar Chase, Brock Bowers, AJ Brown, Nico Collins are our most common second round picks. So we'll see who we get here. The issue is I am significantly grossed out by a lot of the names that are left usually. So Brock Bowers is the next guy up here. I will. Do I take Derrick Henry? Yeah. Doesn't come to me, thank God. I don't want to have to think about that. I would love to just take Jeremiah Love here, so we're just probably going to do that. If Jeremiah Love goes to this team who has the potential, I will take Devontae. No, I'm just going to take Bowers. It sucks that we have this team multiple times, but let's try our best to not continue to be doing that. Let's see what we got here. Rashi is probably someone. Oh, okay. We can't take Trey McBride. I don't want to take Breece Hall, so we'll take Chris Olave. Is he my highest ranked player? Trey McBride is my highest ranked player, obviously. ETN, Kyron. Ugh. We'll take ETN. That's what I was thinking. I don't have a high thought of Breece Hall. Again, he is the running back on the Jets where, one, he struggled with the injuries. Two, it's a pretty bad offense, and even if it is good, there's a lot of target competition. Three, if that offense somehow ends up being good, it's not going to be because of a good O-line. So, yeah, Jeremiah Love would have been ideal here. That kind of throws me completely off because Jeremiah Love, Trey McBride would have been lovely. But this team here goes for the triple running back. And I'd get it here. These would be the guys who are the top of my rankings at each of these points. But actually, no, I have Kyron above Breece Hall, but Yeah, we're going to continue to see Brees fall a little bit here. I thought that I was going to get one of these four receivers. I unfortunately did not, so I'm going to most likely go receiver here at 46. James Cook team takes Josh Allen, so we see the elite quarterback go to a team with 3 running backs. That's pretty disgusting. And 2 very injury prone running backs at that. James Cook usually has his best games when Josh Allen is not playing his best. You're not going to see much receiving output from James Cook. So, don't get me wrong, both of these players are amazing. This is more of a hedge on the Josh Allen weeks because if Josh Allen's having a bad game, James Cook is likely having a good game. So, overall, not a bad pick. It's just you're heavily invested in this Bills offense in that way. Where if this is your first time doing it, I think I can understand it. If you're consistently going for an option like this, I wouldn't do it. Coming back to us on the clock here, we have Mike Evans as our highest ranked player. He is a wide receiver. I'm going to take him. Otherwise, I'm taking Jalen Waddle. I see it very unlikely where we lose out on both, but where is Waddle ranked for me here? I think Waddle is only ranked lower because of his ADP originally being super low, but I love that price for Waddle, so we'll take him here. We got Travion and JMO. I like the idea of taking DeAndre Swift over Travion. I don't want to take David Montgomery. The issue being that I would have the same buy with my top tier running back. It's kind of like, do I want to be doing that? Not really. So oh, JMO. I'm assuming JMO's my highest ranked player. He's not. Travion still is because I have not moved Travion down in my rankings. I've kind of worked more on my middle tier rankings than my upper echelon rankings, which is something I gotta work on, but I'm more than happy taking JMO over there. But it's a pretty interesting team so far. See, do I have water up here? Oh, I have no water. This team at 2 is super interesting. JSN Derrick Henry, not super common, but may become more common as JSN is more and more going at the 6, at the 7, and Derrick Henry is going around those ranges as well. There's really running back heavy teams here where team 6 loves the running backs, team 8 really loves running backs, team 12 really loves running backs. We'll see what team 11 does here, but I am kind of scared here that in a team where I only have one running back, I may not be getting a lot of good options. Like, this guy should not be even thick. Whoa. This team is weird. First wide receiver taken in round 6. You already have a bench player that you're taking in round 6. Like, to you, this guy is benched all weeks except for week 13. Or week 7, sorry. Because that's how much you are investing in taking Josh Allen here. This is a super crazy move where now we're seeing that the quarterback is also more expensive. As quarterbacks go flying off the board here. Jaden Daniels on too. We may take Jalen Hurts. And worst case, we don't get Mekhi Lemon. I'm okay with having him unstacked. I'm also okay with getting a, the tight end options in Eli Stowers or Dallas Goedert down the line. There's a chance that Dallas Goedert gets traded, which is why Eli Stowers is a little bit of a value pick. To me, again, they're tight ends. I don't really care. Tight end is the most useless position to me. So, where any of these guys can have spike weeks, I would rather take 3 tight ends. I'm never taking Parker Washington. You can see at this price, literally never taking him. Parker Washington is ranked 82nd for me. He's ranked behind DK Metcalf, which 100% taking DK Metcalf over Parker Washington. So, we see that Makai Lemon is gone. This guy definitely wanted to take Makai Lemon, so he's a little bit upset here. Or he definitely wanted Hurts. He's upset with me for doing that. I don't mind. I'm willing to take really Tony Pollard, Chuba Hubbard, Ramondre over Chuba Hubbard, and then Jaylen Warren. This is kind of like the order. Tony Pollard goes. That's my favorite guy. Yeah, this is what I was getting a little bit scared of. These guys are really interested on just taking the running backs off the board. We will probably not even see Caleb get picked up here. I think the guy here has Colston. Do we just see Dak? It's crazy. I can see that Jaylen Warren has been leapfrogging Ramondre in ADP. To me, it doesn't matter because 1, I'm not even getting him at an expensive price. And 2, I think Ramondre is definitely the better back than Jaylen Warren. Chuba Hubbard is pretty disgusting just because of the whole, he's always in a split back situation. This is probably a team where I want to take 5 to 6 running backs. Yeah, 5 running backs, 8 receivers, 3 QBs, 2 tight ends. To me, my wide receiver room is kind of solid so far. We'll see how it develops through this draft, but we may be looking at just getting 6 running backs here. Oh, Jaden Daniels goes to the Terry McLaurin team. That's really nice. Tucker Kraft goes off at 82. This team has a solid construction. Sutton, they take Herbert. They are in love with QBs here. Yeah, I honestly don't know what that could be. They have 3 unstacked QBs here. Where I know the Drake May, Quentin Johnston team is super upset. Because they look like they're building in stacks. But I always think of this, and if we get Mahomes, I will be taking Mahomes, but otherwise, I would prefer to go either Blake Corum could be pretty decent here, but Josh Downs looks even nicer. Again, more upside with the potential Alec Pierce injury. You don't really know what's going on there. In general, Indy, you have no idea. In best ball, Josh Downs is a player who, he can have random spike weeks. He can be usable. We have 3 receivers, so we're pretty much filled up on our starters. Guy who can be in my flex at certain times, pretty solid here. But we have our entire starting lineup minus the flex. We lose out on Mahomes, that is fine. See, I'm not taking Xavier Worthy without Mahomes. What we will do is we'll take Brock Purdy. And we'll come back here and take Ricky Pearsall. I haven't really actually done this combination. If you take a look, I don't think I even have a Brock Purdy. Oh, whoops. My bad. I don't think I have a Brock Purdy and... Oh, wow. Pearsall is gone. Ricky Pearsall team. I have him 1% or 2% of my drafts. One time I have all these Brock Purdy teams. So we're going to have to double up here on our tight end stacks, which is super unfortunate. I'm going to take Pittman here. I don't know if he's actually my highest rank. Yeah. Jacoby Myers is higher ranked to me. I think that was just an ADP fall. I think Jacoby Myers has a higher chance of being wide receiver 1. I have 16.3%. I'm not that much more confident there, so I'll take the hedging of my bet there. But if one of these quarterbacks falls, I would love to take him. My ideal name here is George Kittle. Otherwise, I can take the running back tight end swaps down there, but this is a very solid flex option here, where my starting lineup every week is going to be Jalen Hurts, Travis Etienne, or Travis Etienne, Ramondre, Jamar Chase, Jalen Waddle, Jameson Williams, and my flex Michael Pittman Jr. and Brock Bowers at tight end. If we get our third quarterback here, I wouldn't mind it. But not something I'm overly concerned about doing. Kenny Gainwell, Rachaad White. I have no idea what this team at 12 is doing. They have 5 running backs and 3 QBs by round 10 and 2 wide receivers. We don't get Kittle. He goes to this team that has no business taking him. Mahomes gets Worthy paired. That's pretty nice for him. Everyone's having a nice time other than me. I'll take Bo Nix. Bo Nix as a slider, I'll 100% take. Now that we have the 3 QBs, I'm going to be taking a running back here, hopefully. And if I can't take a running back, I'm not reaching on Goddard, but we're really not in a position to pick up the players that we like here. Since we only do get the one last tight end, Goddard would be nice, but I don't want to reach on a tight end since we're already invested so heavily into Bowers. I believe I would have Jordan Mason ranked above. C-Rod was up there a while ago. Jordan Mason is ranked above, so I'm going to take Jordan Mason over that Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt character. Chris Rodriguez just sucks because the foot procedure stuff, don't really know what's going on. We'll see if we... Oh, did he go? Goddard went at 120? So I couldn't have even reached on it. You know, just because his name is Dallas doesn't mean he plays in Dallas. God, this has been a weird draft, which you don't expect out of, you know, these $4 buy-ins, but I just really hope that this draft doesn't get canceled. No one's done anything absurdly weird in that way that it would, but yeah, who's the Trevor Lawrence team here? Jacoby Myers. Okay. Catching up at receiver, they got 5. I mean, this guy can be running back 1 in Minnesota, so I'm always okay with taking him. Not really happy with the way this team is constructed so far, but if we can get some good values later on. I want to be getting a couple more receivers in here, though. Maybe with... Is it crazy to take Tonjes as our second tight end as our last pick? That might be a little crazy. I think we can take Tonjes on a Purdy team in some cases for the stack, but this might not be one of them. Likely is my highest ranked player right now. Likely not to get him, though. We could take Evan Ingram. But again, that's not something I would like. Eli Stowers is someone I'm going to keep my eyes on. This team is just going to bet on a Dallas Goedert injury / Dallas Goedert trade / this dude is simply better. I will take Omar Cooper here. We're going to take Cooper at 141. Now, if Keaton Mitchell falls to me, I will take him. I'm not his biggest fan in the world because I believe in Omarion Hampton, but again, Hampton got injured last season. We don't know if that's going to be a recurring thing with him. If he falls here to 147, 10 picks past ADP, I'll take him. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and take him. There's not much else I could say there. So we're at a 3-4-5-1 so far. I want to be getting 2 more receivers here before I even consider doing anything else. Let's see how the board is shaping up here. Daniel Jones goes to the team that has... Who do they even have? They have Josh Downs. Oh, they got Josh Downs from us. Kyle Pitts, Chig, and Jawan Johnson. I'm sure people are questioning my construction a little bit, where I take Purdy. I took a quarterback 3 times in 5 rounds, but I still believe that is nicer than whatever these guys have been doing up here. Like, my team is weird, but it's not as weird as what we've seen here. Jonah Coleman goes off. That was a name I was slightly eyeing. Kenyon Sadiq. Denzel Boston. This is a 3 tight end team. Tight ends are looking really expensive here. 2, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. By round 14, where a good amount of the better tight ends, good amount of like the second half tight ends haven't even gone off the board yet. I think we will reach here on Dejon Stribling just to get the Brock Purdy stack and wide receiver out of the way. Again, these guys are all basically the same. I love Ryan Flournoy. Obviously, I had to cool down on drafting him because his ADP has risen so much. I will take him if he makes it, but I don't think he'll make it. We'll see. Better blow my nose on stream, so let me just mute the mic. Yeah, as expected, Ryan Flournoy doesn't make it to us. Malik Washington doesn't either. Dalton Schultz is pretty interesting. I'm going to stick to what I said earlier. Let's take a look real quick. Antonio Williams is my highest ranked receiver. That's what I thought. The idea here being where I honestly, if Terry is going to be wide receiver 1 pretty much locked and loaded, Wide receiver 2 is pretty wide open. Wide, or like, option 2 is pretty wide open. I don't think anyone is really good there unless you get an Ayuk situation. If you get Ayuk a situation, but we'll see. We're going to take 2 more running backs in the third tight end here. Ooh. Oh. I was going to say, there's a lot of stacks right here. We could take Wicks. Just because we didn't get that stack. But what I would prefer is Stowers. So let's unmark Wicks there. Let's go ahead and look towards some running back options here. Sean Tucker, Alvin Kamara. As you can see, I don't even know if Alvin Kamara is going to play next season. Like, him this season was so bad that Devin Neal in the same offense was putting up way more fantasy points. And also, Devin Neal looked like a real prospect to me. Like, hate it all you want. Obviously, now we have Travis Etienne, or Travis Etienne there. Kamara is a nothing in fantasy to me. Like, he's not even a backup, like, piece that I'm willing to bet on. I'm not willing to bet on him at all. He, to me, is unpickable. I've taken A.D. Mitchell in one draft, Jerry Jeudy in one draft. This was literally a mistake, by the way. I didn't even want to take him. Yeah, there's a few guys like Ayuk, guy I'm not willing to bet on at all. Obviously, all the stuff is coming out about, like, him really wanting to go to Washington. We'll see if the Niners are so kind, but I'm not too believing in that. I think Emmett Johnson is going to be our pick here, where I think that people are forgetting how many injuries we have seen to a Kenneth Walker. I'm willing to reach here on Eli Stowers just because we're kind of in that range. If we don't get Eli Stowers, I'm okay with taking Jalen Hurts unstacked and just taking Greg Dulcich. But in normal cases, Greg Dulcich is my preferred option. In this case, I'll take Eli Stowers just because of the tie down to our quarterback. But this team has 2 tight ends. Maybe we'll take a third, so we don't know what's going to happen here. But overall, this team looks really nice. Running back is kind of weak. But yeah, we get... Oh, this is so weird. I don't want to... Screw it. Screw it. Oh, screw it. I'm much happier doing that than I am taking Eli Stowers. Was that a bad move? Probably. But yeah, we're just going to queue up some random running backs. We'll take whoever comes to us, but Jordan James, Marshawn Lloyd, Katron Allen, Nicholas Singleton, Jaden Blue, George Holani, Damon Claiborne is better than George Holani. Justice Hill is better than George Holani. Justice Hill should actually be way up here. I'm not taking Kalon Black. Giddens. Jalen Wright. Ollie Gordon. Okay. Cool. Cool. Again, I don't think any of these guys are going to go before Jordan James does, but betting on a McCaffrey injury is not something that's totally unlikely. So Stowers may make it back to us, where this is one of the cases where I may consider going 3 tight ends when I have Brock Bowers, but realistically, do I think that'll happen? Because Brock Bowers is that good that he could play in our flex, and we could play a Eli Stowers. But at the same time, running back looks so weak, where I may just prefer to take the running back. I really want this team focused motion to be taking him away from me, but they are missing the third tight end in a non-elite tight end team. You're getting Eli Stowers at an 11 pick discount? Take him. I'm still going to take James, by the way. They take Cole Kmet. They probably had an unstacked Caleb, to be fair, but yeah. We're just going to go ahead and load in the rankings now. We have the rankings in here. And we're going to go ahead and get into another Chihuahua. But I will be right back. Never mind. I'll be right back after this pick, where we're taking Gibbs and then Bijan. Actually, I'll be right back. This is an easy pick.